What is up, you guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the vlog. In case you can't tell, I finally got an actual high quality camera and I figured I'd take this opportunity to show you my garage setup. So we've got the E-Class here. Honestly, I don't even really drive it. It's just good to have a 4-door in case I need it. And then obviously the Aston, which soon is going in for some upgrades that I will tell you about. Today's episode is called How to Get Started in Real Estate. I'm gonna be answering a 16-year-old's questions on the business.
So my first question is, how did you get into real estate? Like, where did you start?
So getting started in real estate comes down to one thing and one thing only, and it continues this way for your entire career, and it comes down to generating sales. Getting started in the business for me, I didn't have capital to get started, so I didn't have money to market, as a lot of people don't, because it's commission only. You don't have any marketing dollars to play with. So that leaves you really, in my opinion, 2 options in the business. One of them is door knocking.
I am the one who knocks.
Going to picking a neighborhood that you know or like and knocking on people's doors and asking them if they're interested in selling their house, maybe saying that you have a buyer for the area, whatever your pitch is at the door, giving that to hundreds of people. And 1 out of every 100 people are gonna be interested in selling in a certain time frame, maybe 6 months or so. So you have to hit a lot of them. I was hitting 30 to 50 doors a day. That's how I got started. In addition to the second thing, open houses. Open houses are gold. It's an opportunity to meet people that are interested in buying or selling real estate for free, and they're coming to you. So when people don't sit open houses, to me, it's crazy. I still sit open houses every weekend. I mean, do I have to? Could I survive without doing it? Yes, but it's like free money once you get converting, once you get really good at, like, when someone comes into the open house and you learn to ask them the right questions and build rapport. Like, you just want to make them feel like they're your friend.
Right.
And that is the second option, in my opinion. That's basically a no-cost option on how to build a business in real estate.
From doing that, how do you make sure you're not overloading yourself in the beginning? Like, what's the right amount that you should be trying to sell at a time, and should that grow over time?
So the answer to that is that there's never too many people. We call it people that you're selling to, transactions you're attempting to close. I call that the pipeline or the funnel. There is no such thing as having too many people in the top of the funnel. And the name of the game, in my opinion, how many new people can I keep throwing in the funnel? Because you keep filling up your lead funnel, and then people come through, they're ready to purchase, they buy, they drop, you make your money, that's gone. So you basically need to consistently keep filling this lead funnel, and there's no such thing as having too many leads in that funnel and having too many people to follow up with. That is a blessing, and that's what you want. You want to have as many people in there as possible. This never gets old. Oh my God, I love it. All right, so this is my office here. So this is the kitchen setup at the office. Always got snacks, nicely decorated. Fridge is always stocked. It's honestly a good time. This is my office here. Kitty, say what up to the vlog.
What am I saying to the vlog? Or to the vlog?
So this is my office. This is the view. You can see out to the City of Thousand Oaks sign over there. Pretty good setup. Good night, my angel. Oh yeah, Supreme Dogs. And we got the OG helmet. What up, dog?
Big dog right here. Is there a certain time frame in a year where it's like hunting season, in the sense of, okay, let's go out there and get clients?
Get this bread?
Yeah.
In my market, like LA, Malibu, Westlake, Calabasas market, and I think in most markets in the US, it's pretty seasonal. That like spring and summer is when a majority of my transactions occur. I want to say I got lucky, but there is no luck in real estate. I worked really hard in the beginning of the year, so I've closed a lot of deals so far, and I have a lot of deals pending right now. But typically in the past for me, it's been that my summers have always been when I've made like 50% of my income for the year. You know, because you have the spring people, they flow through, you get them in escrow on a 30-day, 45-day escrow through that time frame, and then they close.
Yeah.
So in like August or September, I'm making like half of my money for the whole year. So save your money, real estate agents. What's my favorite part of being a real estate agent? I love building relationships with my clients. It's a pretty emotional process for a lot of people, and I like being the person that facilitates through that. I like being the person that really helps that process. Like your family right now, moving to Texas, like I'm basically the person that's responsible for everything and people's financial well-being, because most people have a majority of their net worth tied up in their houses, and you're responsible for liquidating that and getting them the highest dollar amount for whatever it is they're doing, whether they're downsizing or moving to Texas or retiring. You're handling that nest egg that is the end all be all for them. And there's nothing more rewarding than doing that properly and getting them a lot of money. What I like about real estate is that there's no boss. You don't have, you have office managers that you're still working with, that you're staying sort of within their parameters and guidelines to keep you out of trouble. In almost every industry, especially if you're working at a corporation, there's like a pretty hard ceiling on like how much money you can make. I hated having that ceiling and having someone else tell me, you know, for the first 10 years here, there's no way you're gonna make more than 100 grand, which was basically what it was at one of my previous jobs that I was at. And I was like, sorry, that's not gonna work for me. Like, I wanna make as much money as I wanna make. I want to be rewarded for my efforts just equally. So that's what really drove me into getting into real estate, was that you don't have someone else telling you what to do, where to be, when to be there, how often you need to be there. I can go to my office whenever I want, and I get to make as much money as I want or as little money as I want. The girlfriend's family staying with me just sold their house.
Hey, how much?
Moving to Texas. $20K over asking, bro. Sheesh. Nick. JJ, it's literally f***ed up that you got water everywhere in my house.
My final question would have to be...
Uh-oh, final question!
Has to be big.
Growth rate for me, my first year, I was in a position at a firm that wasn't very good for me. I didn't really have that freedom to kind of do things my way, and I think that's really important in this business, is to have your own identity, not try to follow this guy, that guy, and the other, and to like be your own and do business your own way. And as time has gone on, I've developed continually my own style of selling, my own processes, ways to differentiate myself, which has really been online platforms for me. Like, I'm the young guy, even though I'm 25, it seems kind of old to you guys. I'm the youngest person in my office, so you have to differentiate yourself. And for me, that has been leveraging online entities in a way to benefit my clients. So because I'm young, I know how to use the internet better than these old guys do. No offense, old guys, if you're watching this, that's my bad. 95% of home searches are started online. That's a hard fact. There's no getting around that. And in this day and age, you want to work with a person that knows that space better than anybody else does. Period, the end. That's kind of the identity that I've built myself around, and that I continue to build myself around, like creating this YouTube channel and hitting 10K followers on Instagram and like continuing to push that. That's been huge for me. So in terms of growth rate, first year, nothing. Second year, good for my age. Third year, wow, I'm starting, like, this is cool. I'm starting to really be able to do some cool trips and this, that, and the other. 4th year, oh, shiitake mushrooms, guys. Like, I'm buying houses, like, you know, I have a Mercedes, like, I thought it was really cool. And now that I'm into my 5th year, I honestly could never have even seen my business being the way it is, having a full-time assistant, having a supercar that I drive every day. Like,
you could have never imagined.
I could have never imagined, like if you told 17-year-old Shane, 16-year-old Shane, he would have been driving a supercar and owned a $750,000 house by the time he was 25, I would have told you you're crazy, for sure. And even if you told me my 1st or 2nd year in the business that I would be where I am today at this point, I would be like, no, like, that's crazy. But just a piece of advice and encouragement to anyone that's getting started, you just have to keep going. Like, there's gonna be people that tell you, no, that's a stupid idea. Like, you're doing that wrong. That's never gonna make you any money. Like, do what you want to do because in your heart, you know it's right. And the sooner you learn to follow what you feel is right and ignore the other people, the faster you'll grow, period. All right, guys, what a vlog.
Make sure to subscribe.
Ooh, you heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first. Sheesh. Sheesh. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 2 of the vlog. I have already shot most of episodes 3 and 4, and there is some crazy stuff with supercars in those episodes. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you next time.